Welcome to episode 7 of this illustration series. This video will be all about the compositions of your created artwork. We will be looking at how you can get your artwork and turn it into a sticker design, adding a coloured border around your artwork, or maybe for a t-shirt design, or if you are looking at putting your artwork on top of a digital photograph to make it look like it's in the real world, I'll show you how I lay out those compositions in Photoshop as well. So without further ado, let's go take a look at the video and see exactly how it's done.
Okay, so here we are with the completed artwork here. These are all the layers that we've been using. They're all locked at the moment, which is good. But what we need to do is create a couple of new layers, because today we're talking about the composition, how to use this artwork that we've created in different ways, from stickers to t-shirt designs to arty pictures with like photorealistic backgrounds, that kind of thing. So to get started, what I tend to do is create 2 new layers, and we're going to call one the background and then call one the art. And what we need to do is to unlock everything here. Keep the scan locked, but so what we need to do is just select everything. So we're going to just drag over here and just select all the items, and then press Ctrl C, go up to the background layer, the BG layer that we just created, and we're going to hit Ctrl F, which it hasn't done. Undo that. So this layer, we'll click on it to select it, Ctrl F, there we go. So make sure you click there just to select the layer, and then we can lock everything below it. And what we're going to do now is hide everything other than the new layer that we've just created, which is one copy of everything, so the final artwork. And we're going to use this to create the background of the sticker. But what we also need to do is copy everything again, Ctrl C, click on the art layer, Ctrl F to paste in place. You'll see it appear here. There we are. And we can hide and lock that one, and we're going to be working on the background one. So the reason we do this is that we select everything we've created and we're going to make it as one. So we're going to go to Object, Path, Outline Stroke, and then you can unite everything in Pathfinder, and that creates this mess which is just a black version of a silhouette of the artwork. And of course, where there's holes, they'll appear. But the next step should fix that problem as well. So what we need to do now is, if we were to turn on the art layer, it just looks normal. So what we need to do is, on the background layer that we just created, we need to expand. We need to make it bigger. The extremities of the artwork need to be bigger. So you go to Offset Path. I've got it set at 10. And if you change the joins to round, then that just curves everything off. And then just say OK, and you can see the green line is the original, and then you can see how big it's extended, these shapes. So you say OK, there we are. And again, you can just select all of this and hit Unite again just to make it as one. Now if you turn on the artwork layer now, you'll see exactly what we've just created. So it's the border around the artwork. So this can be changed to different colours. I have found that if I select the background now and change it to a sort of funky yellowy colour, it's pretty cool. And then you can make sure that these are unlocked, both these layers, and you can highlight them all hold down Alt, which means you're going to drag a copy. Just drag to the side and let go, so you've got a copy of it. You can then cut that, create a new layer and call it sticker, and then Control F on this layer to paste your sticker in place, and then you can do Control G to group it all as well. So this is just one group now, which can be resized. There we go. It can be made extremely big if need be. Just hold down the Shift key to keep the proportions. So we've got a huge version of it. But okay, but of course it's all vector, which is great. It's what we wanted. So you can scale it as big as you want, and it'll still look good. So that's added the background to that one there. So that's our sticker. Just going to shrink it down again and put it here. So there's the sticker, which can be used on a t-shirt design as well. I mean that. So I'll turn these off. You can see that that is ideal on a t-shirt. That would look quite cool. There's a little motif on the front or a big design on the back. So next step is if you ever needed to create a cut path for your artwork, you can just duplicate this layer, the background layer. So hold down Alt, click on the layer and move the mouse up, and you'll see that little plus symbol. Let go and you've done a copy. Then what you can do is select that copy, switch out the stroke and fill, so we're now on the stroke only. Click on that and choose like a purple, which is normally used for cut paths. And if we turn off the original background, you'll see that we've got this purple layer, which is like a cut path. So you can obviously label your layers. Cut. It's called cut. And there you go. So there's your cut layer. Turn it off. You can see it should all be one consecutive line. There shouldn't be anything in the middle, unless you wanted something cut out. But usually you just follow the boundary of the artwork. Turn the artwork there. And if you ever need to produce a bit of bleed on this yellow as well, then of course you can do a background bleed layer. So again, hold down Alt, drag the background layer up so you've got a copy of it, call it BG bleed. There we are, and then you can just select this background with the bleed, and then you just go to Object, Path, and then Offset Path again. It'll do it another 10 pixels, and then you can OK it. Normally you do 3mm bleed, but you know, I'm not sure if 10 pixels is going to cover the 3mm. I guess it does depend on the size that you drag the artwork. So if we just go OK, then you can now see that, turn everything off other than this layer. We've got 2 bits to it now, so we want to click both of those parts and unite them. So that is your background for the cut path. There's your cut path. Not sure what's going on there. And there's your artwork. Ah, so there's nothing there. Oh, I'm not sure what that is. Control Y to have a look. We've got a rogue. So if I hit A and then click on this path, not sure what's going on here. No, Control V. Tell us that. This should all be one. So if I go and click on this, alone, hit delete. There we go, that deletes that road pixel. There we are. The cut path is there. So I just use A to select that actual the node and delete the weird. Oh, there's another one there. I think we're all good. There we are. So then you'll find these little issues now and again with the software, and you just have to fix them. They're normally quite straightforward to fix. So that is the artwork with the cut path. And then we've got the artwork here, which is just your basic border sticker style. And that's all on one layer. Okay. So that's how I go about that process. And then of course we can do another version, which is just the artwork. We'll just turn everything off and just leave the artwork there. And we might want to import the artwork into a graphic to make to sit it on top of a photograph, which is what I've done in the past. So again, this is all just called the art layer anyway, so you would just select this layer, just select this, I'll group it, Control G, group it all together, and then this object can then be saved, and then you can use Photoshop to load it on top of a photograph and create some crazy compositions, which I will show you in a second. But if you want to export this as a piece of artwork, then you just go to, you've got your export as, and then you can just do as an export as the punk rock style, a PNG. Don't hit the use artboard because you're just using the selection, and then hit export and it will export it. Okay, so here we are in Photoshop now, and I have literally just dragged in my artwork. You can go to edit and then go to, there's an import, and then, oh no, place embedded or place linked. So you can place embedded and then go to your project, which will be Punk Rock Snail. Go to your exports and you just choose your Punk Rock Snail and place. And there it is. And that's now embedded into the file as opposed to being linked. But I'll say no to that because I've already done it. So yeah, bring your artwork in. You can then add some shading behind it with the brush just to make it feel like it sits on the page a bit better. I added a dark gradient at the top just to dim the lights in the background a little bit, just so his eyes pop a bit more as well. And then just adjust the levels, and then there's the background. So there he is without the background, and then just add the background. Done that as one group in Photoshop, and you can export that as an image, use that for social media or for like a postcard design. There's many different uses. And then the next one is the same sort of thing. Again, if we look inside here, you've got the artwork, you've got the adjusted levels on the background image. In here we have the shadows that I've added, so if I turn that off you'll see added some shadows, plonk the character in, and then that is the second composition. So you've got the first one and the second one. So yeah, you can find the images from free sources such as Pixabay, Pexels, Unsplash. They're all resources where you can just search for free photographs, royalty free usually, and then use them in your artwork You don't even have to use the whole image, you could just zoom into a section of an image, like what I've done, depending on the size and quality of the image to start with. And there we are. You can then just make your characters come to life even more.
So hopefully this has given you a better understanding on how to use your artwork for print purposes such as poster designs or for having stickers produced. Hopefully it gives you more confidence on how to create your own artwork. Hopefully this inspires you to give it a go yourself as well. It's not as difficult as you think. There will be one more video to follow this, which will be slightly different methods on how you can create your digital line work and also how to add the colour. So I'd like to give you some options in that video just as a final bonus episode. Don't forget to subscribe still, because I will be making future videos, I'm sure, so hit the notification bell and it'll tell you when these are ready to watch. Again, it's been a pleasure creating this series for you, and I really hope it helps. I'm sure it would have helped me back in the day, so hopefully it gives you the inspiration to give it a go yourself. Until next time then, take care dudes and dudettes.